Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in my office. It is early morning and I'm still sipping on some coffee and kind of waking up for the day, but I'm really excited because yesterday evening my mailman delivered my Jane's Agenda October Deluxe subscription box, and I'm so excited to open it and share what's inside. So stay tuned for that, and welcome to my office. Welcome back to my home. I'm so glad you're joining me today. So Jane's Agenda has 3 subscription box options. I'll have everything linked below along with my affiliate link if you want to use that. If you are a brand new customer to Jane's Agenda and this is your very first order, you can use my discount code and get a little bit off of your first order. So let's take a peek at the October Deluxe subscription box. I have taken things out of the cellophane wrapper just so that we can jump in a little bit faster and kind of take a look. So I know this is one of the exclusive items that I'm excited about. I'll show you more about that later, this pen pouch. And then here's our other stack of goodies, and we can jump in, set the box aside. So we have a tour card that comes with each box. On this side, it's talking about some exclusive inserts. So we'll look at those in a minute once we get to those. On the back here, this is the main tour card information, and they have it broken down to see the difference between the planner lifestyle box items and the monthly cover club items. And so of course, as you get the deluxe box, then you get everything included. And I like that they've been listing the total box value on this tour card, which is pretty helpful. So this box is valued at over $140, which is pretty amazing. So let's get started with the little pack of all the goodies that we have here. So this is kind of the collection of small items that we'll start with. So we have a thank you card, which has a QR code on one side for the digital calendar that comes with the box subscription. And this is a beautiful deco card on the other side that says October. Then we have our 2 little quote cards for the month. So this really pretty October calendar card on that beautiful kind of rusty orange color. And then this is the definition for rudenėja. And this is Lithuanian. It's a verb, and it says describes the way nature and or the weather begins to feel like autumn. And I think that's so cool. I didn't know there was a word for it, but I definitely have been feeling that. Then we have these 3 little black teardrop clips, and those will just clip on your pages, which is really fun just to have that. And I kind of like that they have that little teardrop, so you could almost use them as, you know, a point or something to call out a certain area on a page. Then we have these black metal scissors. I just grabbed something from my recycling bin. This is a pretty heavy cardstock, and oh yes, they cut beautifully. So these will be excellent to have in my planner stash. Plus, I love the scissors are a really nice size. They can still travel and go with me if I want, but they're not so small that they're hard to use. We also have a black metal ruler. So this is another good travel size, goes up to 6 inches. And then on the back, it has conversion tables. So that's pretty handy to have as well. And the ruler is pretty lightweight too. So even though it's metal, it's not super heavy duty. It'll be pretty easy to travel with. Now we come to the black vegan leather pen pouch, and this has the gunmetal trim accents. So it's a really handy size. I actually have the one from a subscription box previously in this blush color, and I just love it. It's pretty much the same size and shape. And what's so nice about these is they open really wide, so it's easy to see what you've got in there, and yet it still holds a lot even though it's pretty compact. So pretty sure these scissors would fit in there. You could throw in all your favorite pens and still have what is essentially a pretty small little pen pouch to take with you. Next, we have this dashboard set, and this is a vellum that has the quote from Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven, and behind that we have a cardstock dashboard that says The Gathering of the Crows, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret, never to be told. And that's kind of on this cream colored cardstock, and it layers beautifully under that vellum. So this is an elegant yet a little spooky dashboard set to add to your planner and stay in theme with the season. Then we have 2 more dashboards. We have the pumpkins in the woods and the cozy blankets, which these are a little more my vibe. I tend to go for the cozy blanket vibe of the fall and autumn and even into October and November. So those would be great to add to my planner. I'm excited to just add these new elements and kind of revamp some things. That's what I love about getting the monthly subscription club box, because I feel like it just gives my planner that little extra boost of making it new and fresh and exciting, and keeps me coming back to my planner and using it each month. Next, we have these reminder cards. So we have an annual reminder dashboard. We have seasonal reminders, so spring, summer, fall, and winter, and quarterly reminders. So it's one for each quarter of the year. So I think this is really cool to have something like this. And they have a little note at the top kind of explaining what each one is. So the quarterly reminders, it says, adding these tasks to your planner at the end of each quarter will help you stay on top of your priorities. For the seasonal ones, seasonal priorities may vary based on location, lifestyle, and personal preferences. This list can serve as a starting point. For the annual, a list of essential yet easily overlooked tasks. Add them to your planner every year to make sure they get completed. And I was reading on the back of the tour card a little bit about this reminder set, and I like the description for the box this month. It says, meet our October box, specially made to bring the cozy and refreshing vibe of fall right into your planner. As you juggle work, family, and personal goals, let this box add some seasonal spice to your planning. Think of it as a little boost of autumn energy to make your daily to-dos feel less like chores and more like a meaningful part of your day. Make planning a treat, not a task, with our October box. And that is really cool. I'm excited to have these. I feel like this is something that I've always kind of wanted to have over the years. Even when I had a bullet journal, I did have a seasonal reminders section, but I was just thinking of things as I went along and then adding them. So it was almost after the fact. So it's nice to have something like this where someone has thought of all these trigger reminders beforehand, and to go through and add those to my planner, especially as we're looking ahead at getting our 2024 planners all set up. So that's really cool. I'm excited to add that to my planner and start getting some of those reminders checked off and set up in my planner, even for the end of this year. Next, we have this notes planner insert. So this is a full collection of inserts. This is an October themed box exclusive. Now, I will say, I think this is a beautiful design. I like that it feels just a little more like the autumn, you know, that kind of darker, deeper vibe, but it's still the beautiful architecture, which I can appreciate. But I'm not sure that I'll use these very much, because I feel like it would be a lot to try to read text on them, especially because I tend to write in a fine-tipped pen, and I kind of wanted to see Yeah, I'm not sure these will be my favorite planner inserts to go to, simply because I think it'll be kind of hard to read on there. But it's a beautiful page design, so maybe this will be something that I gift to someone, or I might find ways that I just want to use this as like a backdrop and do some sort of collage work or something on it. I think if it was just a little bit fainter of an image, then it would have been perfect, because I do like the idea. It just seems like it needed to be a little more transparent of a design. Next, we have something I'm very excited about, because I think this is just such a cool idea. So we have these meal planning grocery list planner inserts. I'm not sure if these are coming to the shop. I want to say that I saw that they might be, but don't hold me to that because I haven't watched Jane's. She does a video now talking about the upcoming month and like doing an unboxing of the planner subscription boxes that she explains everything and talks more about it. And I haven't watched that yet for the October box, but we have your days of the week running down the side, Monday through Sunday. And for each day you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and notes. So that I like that there's a notes option because for me, it's helpful to write things like, you know, we have a meeting this night or it's dance night and we're going to be out of the house during the dinner time period. Then you have your grocery list on the side. And of course, with these lovely scissors, you could just cut your grocery list, separate it from your meal plan and be ready to go shopping. On the back, there's just a section for notes on that page that you would keep. And then the grocery list continues. So there's plenty of space. If you wanted to separate your grocery list out into some subsections, you could. And this is a nice collection of these inserts. So I may start using these just to help me kind of get a handle on things, especially as we go through this busy holiday season. You know how it goes. All of a sudden, all the things are happening at once and you're trying to keep up and trying to make sure everyone's fed and that you've planned and thought ahead. So something like this would be really helpful. Another really cool thing is this saddle stitch notebook, and it's a recipe book. So this is another October themed box exclusive, and I think it's so cute how it says Book of Spells and then it's crossed out and says recipes. And this is a really handy little book. I've actually been thinking that I need to at some point maybe this winter go through my recipe books and collections in the kitchen, because I started out with one binder of my favorite recipes. It's grown to 2 binders, but I know that there's a ton in there that I've never made, or I made it once and then I'm probably not going to make it again. So I really could use a good clean out of my recipe binders. It'd be nice to get it back down to 1 binder. But then meanwhile, part of me is like, maybe I just need to start writing down my favorite recipes in here and have this little go-to notebook that I'm using when I'm making my meal plans. You could even separate it out into seasonal recipes. So if you want to divide this into 4, you could have your different seasons, or sometimes for me, I feel like there's just kind of 2 seasons when I'm thinking of recipes. There's hot weather recipes and cold weather recipes, and we kind of just group them like that. So I love how this is laid out. I think it's really functional. You've got a place for the source and nutritional notes if you want, and the serving and prep time, your ingredients down the side, your directions, and any cooking notes at the bottom. So this is really cool. I'm excited to have this. I think the look of it is just so fun too. It feels, you know, like it's this old book you've had lying around, and that's what I would want for a book like this. I would want it to feel like I've been using it and I've been getting the most out of it. Now we're going to move to the monthly cover club items. So first we have a page finder, and this is an Emily Bronte quote, which I think this is beautiful. Fall leaves fall, die flowers away, lengthen night and shorten day. Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree. I shall smile when wreaths of snow blossom where the rose should grow. I shall sing when night's decay ushers in a drearier day. So this is something that I actually kind of feel when it comes to be this time of year. I get excited thinking soon I won't have to feel like I'm supposed to be outside doing all the things and enjoying the wonderful summer weather. I can just be cozy inside and enjoy staying warm and doing the things I like indoors. And that is one of my favorite things about fall. Next, we have this reversible dashboard set, and this would be something you could layer with your cover. So we'll look at that in a second. So we have the rainy fall streets on one side and the black cat on the other. And I think this is so sweet. It's just a little spooky, but it's not too dark. I think that either one of those would be pretty. So we'll look at the planner cover next, or laminated dashboard. And I always choose to get the ribbon, the elastic ribbon added, so that way I can keep the planner closed if I want to do that. So I like how on the front it's got that plaid and it says Hello Fall, and then the back is just going to be the solid plaid. So that's what it would look like with that rainy fall street behind it, which is pretty, or with the black cat and the little pumpkin and the candle. Let's see what that looks like. And that's cute too. It's a pretty opaque vellum, so I do feel like you don't see much of the kitty cat behind there. So I probably will go with the fall street. I think that's kind of more my vibe. But either way, it's a cute cover, and I think that'll be fun just to kind of refresh my planner and get it feeling even more like fall. So there we go. That is everything that came in the October Deluxe subscription box from Jane's Agenda for 2023. This is a gorgeous collection once again. I love how every box has so many good things in it that make my planner feel fresh and new. It's items I want to use and add to my collection, and it just helps me sort of get in the vibe and start thinking ahead for the next month and getting my planner ready for the next month, and knowing that every time I open it, it's going to have these great items in there that I'm excited to use and enjoy. So thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below. You can check out my Tiny Tidy Tuesday video where I'm decluttering one box a week from my basement and see how that progress is going. Or you can come back on Friday for another beautifully organized in 52 weeks video, and we'll work on another area of our homes. So I hope you can join me for one of those videos. Other than that, I'll be back on Sunday for another planning video. So have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.